Welcome back, everyone. My name is Adam Dickstein, and today I'm going to be discussing the recent letter that the NIH sent to Congress. In the letter, the NIH admitted that the EcoHealth Alliance used NIH grants to fund gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. So, it turns out that Fauci and the NIH were lying about doing gain-of-function research the entire time. The reason why this admission by the NIH about gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology is so important is not just because this adds to the evidence supporting the lab leak theory, but because it proves Fauci lied to Congress. Earlier this year, while being questioned by Senator Rand Paul, Republican of Kentucky, Fauci stated, quote, "The NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology," end quote. This is perjury. Bill Clinton was impeached for doing exactly what Fauci just did, and he didn't fund the lab that may have started a virus that killed over 4 million people and shut down the world economy. Unfortunately, Fauci didn't stop at perjury. There was a letter sent by Congress to President Biden and the NIAID requesting information about the alleged use of an experimental drug on puppies. 44 beagles were found with parasites in order to use an experimental drug. This letter was written by Republican Nancy Mace of North Carolina and signed by 23 additional members of Congress from both parties. These experiments were categorized as cruel puppy experiments. Fauci's division of the NIH gave a $385,000 grant to the lab in Tunisia to drug beagles and lock their heads in mesh cages filled with hungry sandflies so that the insects could eat them alive. They also locked beagles alone in cages overnight in the desert for 9 consecutive nights to use as bait to attract infectious sandflies. I really hope one of these egregious acts eventually leads to Fauci's impeachment and removal. Perjury and animal cruelty are unacceptable, especially if that person holds public office. If public officials won't talk about this, then we need to have the conversation.